there was a response by the chair of lands. Are you able to do it in 5 minutes?
Yeah, I can try, Honorable Speaker, to summarize.
Please try.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I arise to respond to a statement on the status of the application for renewal of land lease for Delmonte Kenya Limited, as requested by the Honorable Engineer Jagol, Patrick Wainaina. Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Jagol sought the following issues, and I would like to read as I respond. The first one was, what is the status of application for renewal of the land lease for Delmonte Company Limited? Honorable Speaker, Delmonte Kenya Limited deals with large-scale growing and canning of pineapple fruits for local and export market. It has land holding that spans parts of Kiambu and Murang'a counties. Notable parcels of land leased to Delmonte Kenya Limited are shown in the annexure. And Honorable Speaker, in the interest of time, I'll go to the pieces of land, LR number 10733, 10735, 9213/1, 331/2/1, 1215/7, 13169. That is LR numbers. And in Gatuenyaga Farm, which is LR number 1203. And Honorable Speaker, as you requested me to paraphrase, I will just say that this is a total of 24,793 acres. Honorable Speaker, in terms of status, which he had requested as annexed by the Cabinet Secretary, is that these are the dates of expiry, and I'll read them just the way I read the LR numbers. The first one is May 3rd, 2021. May 3rd, 2021 also. The third one, May 3rd, 2021. The fourth one, May 3rd, 2021. The fifth one, May 1st, 2022. The sixth one, May 1st, 2022. And the seventh one, May 1st, 2019. Honorable Speaker, with regard to state of lease, renewal stroke extension, all the pieces that I have read, Honorable Speaker, as per the LR read, the status is application has been tendered. Honorable Speaker, I would like now to go to the second matter. That is, what is the government doing to expedite the renewal process? The ministry is aware of and appreciates the importance of Delmonte Kenya Limited to the economy in terms of jobs creation by its local operations and the taxes paid to government. The ministry is working with the National Land Commission in engaging the county governments of Kiambu and Murang'a with a view of ironing the sticky issues in order to expedite renewal processes. The third issue, are there any plans to conduct land survey of Delmonte Company Limited with a view of establishing actual total size of land leased to the company? Honorable Speaker, it is a requirement in law that resurvey of the land is carried out in the process of lease renewal. The survey is indeed a vital step in this process. The survey shall be conducted when measures to mitigate COVID-19 have been seized off by the Ministry of Health. D, are there any plans to carry out forensic audit on land leased to Delmonte with a view of establishing the status of land used, unused land, and public land? This is a response. The survey will give a clearer picture of the land holding, including sizes, areas of the boundaries thereof. This will aid in identification and demarcation of all public land within the estate. Honorable Speaker, he also requested to know when will the timelines for renewal of Delmonte land lease be determined in order to enable the company make its plans of operation. Honorable Speaker, as I said earlier, or as I read earlier, the renewal of leases is guided by the statute. Conditions and obligations are apportioned to various players. The ministry, however, pledges to play its part in ensuring a just and transparent process that would lead to expeditious conclusion of the matter. Honorable Speaker, I also have a response from the National Land Commission on the same. Honorable Speaker, I would like to add something so that I do not cause confusion. On the second page, there is also Murang'a County. The first one I read was for Kiambu County, but I overleaf, there is Murang'a County, which is Chui Farm, LR number 121156, which is 7,000 acres. And also, with regard to status of renewal, it is also written as application has been tendered. So, Honorable Speaker, then this makes a total of 32,224 acres. Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I would also like now to paraphrase the response by the National Land Commission on the same. Honorable Speaker, the first page, they're only giving the law where they draw their mandate from, so I'll not read. I'll just go to additional information. In 2017, the Commission received a historical injustice claim by Kandara Residents Association under Article 67 of the Constitution, Section 15 of the National Land Commission Act 2012. The above-mentioned group alleged historical injustice occasioned against them by Delmonte Kenya Limited, together with colonial soldiers who returned from First and Second World War. The Commission conducted investigations, heard both parties, and made recommendations via Gazette Notice number 1995 dated 1st of March 2019. In summary, the Commission made the following recommendations: that the land held and occupied by the respondent, that is Delmonte Kenya Limited, should be resurveyed. B, it is in furtherance of the above, the surplus land, if any, should be given or surrendered to the claimants. C, in the alternative, where no surplus land is discovered, the county government of Murang'a and the county government of Kiambu should be engaged. And D, that the respondent to surrender all public utilities within the land to the relevant national and county government agencies. Honorable Speaker, they've also gone ahead to quote the court cases that I'll only summarize. One, Environment and Land Court number 53 of 2018 at Murang'a, which is existing. It is by Murang'a Kandara Residents Association and others versus Delmonte. Two, second court case, Honorable Speaker, is High Court Constitutional Petition number 48 of 2019 at Nairobi, Delmonte Kenya Limited versus the National Land Commission and Attorney General. And the third one, Environment and Land Court Judicial Review number 1 of 2019 at Murang'a, Kandara Residents Association and others versus the National Land Commission. So, in conclusion, from the National Land Commission, in light of the above, the National Land Commission has been unable to process the extension of the leases for the reasons that Delmonte Kenya Limited has not made any formal application for extension to the leases to the National Land Commission as required by the provisions of Section 13 of the Land Act and the Land Regulation 2017. It is only upon receiving the applications that they will be able to take action. Honorable Speaker, these are the two responses, one by the Ministry of Lands and Physical Planning and the second one by the National Land Commission. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.